So welcome back to the Sept of the Hearth's Fire in Duluth, Minnesota, where Charlotte has had her nappy nap, her morning nap, by which we mean she sleeps after the sun comes up. It's a thing. She does it. But she's now up. She is now ambulatory, and she is now toting around her pumpkin spice latte because fuck y'all, it's delicious and she loves it, and she'll be basic as fuck. She don't give a shit. Walking around with her fuzzy boots, no fucks, not a single one to give. Besides, we all know they like the yoga pants, or I should say the leggings. Everyone loves the leggings. They deny it. They call it basic, but they look. Whatever the case, she is trotting around Sept, and as has become kind of a joking habit at this point, she does get more than just the one drink, and she does take them around and give them to various people who have shown some solidarity for the sweet, sweet pumpkin spice. And in this case, it will be Melanthi's turn, as she will hear a light knock at her door, perhaps even smelling the stuff as Charlotte trots up, knowing that the cubs are out, doesn't hesitate to head into the public housing and tap knuckles on her door.
Melanthi will answer, actually. She's wearing a kind of baggy t-shirt and a pair of shorts because she's inside and may or may not have gone out yet. Although those who have actually been paying attention to the newest Black Fairy on Sept, she does spend most of her time outside, at least while the sun is up. Checks on her bees and then does a lot of herb gathering and shit. Right now, however, she seems to be in the middle of making something. She smells, the whole room smells of beeswax, despite the fact that the bees have been kept in the shipping container outside. And she's got bits of plant material. And for whatever reason, a very small stray butterfly just in her hair. Yes?
There will be a moment. She opens the door and it's like, oh, hey! And then the eyes flick up to the butterfly and she just kind of gets stuck there what? Oh.
What?
Here. Fucking shoves cup at.
She takes it with the kind of reflex of, you hand someone something, they accept it.
Autopilot.
And kind of blinks down. Lowers her head and kind of sniffs at the lid. Is this?
It's pumpkin spice latte.
This is the pumpkin spice latte?
Oh, yeah.
You can get these here?
The eyes open for a second in shock. Shock at the idea of being denied the sweet, sweet pumpkin spice. And then she starts slurping and it kind of, breaks down into a grin. Yeah, it's seasonal as hell. So you gotta jump on it when it's around, but yeah.
I know, these things are delicious. I love them.
Yes.
I didn't think anyone here liked them.
I mean, that's... Why? What? Everyone loves these.
The whole internet hates them.
The internet. See, it's cooler to not like it because it's popular. Sage nod.
That's
how you get it. Oh yeah. No, that's how you get attention because you're so cool. You're too cool for the thing that everybody likes, and now everyone's too cool for the thing. But sales still skyrocket every year, so she kind of waves her hand meh. It's the weirdest hipster stupid shit. It's just high school shit.
Why are people stupid?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But that is why I say fuck it and I rock it. And if this is the worst thing people can find to make fun of me about, I'm doing pretty good, really.
There's a long silence, and there's just this look like, no, that's definitely not the worst thing, but I'm gonna be quiet. Holding my this is delicious. Yes.
It's an
that
easy
would be
grin.
good.
Yeah, I figured.
How much are they here?
The like, and I actually I haven't been to Starbucks out of character in a while, but she'll be like, they're like yay many bucks for a big one, and shrug.
Yeah, okay. And she'll like pad back into the room and go over to where she keeps. Cause she might be a Garu, but she has low enough rage that she can go out in public and does have a wallet and some cash, and will fork over however much it was, or attempt to anyway.
I mean, Charlotte will at least make the cursory attempt of like waving a hand, like, you don't need to worry about it. I've got plenty. And honestly, if this makes your day a little better, sweet. I'm not worried about like $5-6. It's okay.
And if you insist.
I do. I super insist. Pulls herself up like, yeah, that's right. Like very, very mock assertive.
It's like, okay. Free latte.
Yeah,
I
right.
can do that.
So what are you making? Like there's a pause. She's still kind of in the door, but you can see her kind of tip the head a little bit, catching the air, like, what is happening in this room?
Which is like 4 different things at once, which is probably half of the reason it's confusing. She has not set up the great loom because that thing's gigantic, but she does have a small loom set up. So there's weaving going on, and there's a variety of. She's apparently been spinning something as well, because there's like balls of that kind of stacked up next to the loom. And there's chunks of beeswax and greenery all over the table. There's herbs hanging up because why not? And there's like yarrow and stuff. And she kind of, the table? What else? Gaia's breaths. You people are going to need them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good at that. It does make a point of note that while it's not some huge ostentatious thing, she does still have the one hand holding her latte is still wrapped up.
What did you do to your hand?
She kind of looks down at it accusingly. I exploded myself up.
How does that even work?
Pure unadulterated skill, apparently. But yeah, it's burns and they don't fix up real fast, and I don't have time to just be in another shape for like days to wick it off. So it's a bitch, and it's fucking with my finger mobility a little bit, but again, the loss of 2 days is more than the loss of a little dexterity, so
She looks slightly put out.
It's like that little like winning grin of like, it's fine.
Here. And she'll just like reach not to the lump of stuff on the table, which is still clearly like a work in progress, but goes in and rifles in a bag and pulls out. It looks like someone very carefully made like a little tiny bubble out of beeswax, which is it just kind of like formed around a little lattice work ball made out of grass. Here, just use this. That's ridiculous. Your hand is.
We don't have a Theurge, and I haven't had time to really bug anyone about it.
I'm the only.
No, I mean, it's not that there aren't any on set. Just our pack doesn't have one, and everyone's kind of got their own shit going on. Nah, I told you, Moon on Snow, right, Master? The lupus?
Yes. I still haven't really met anyone. All of you are running around. What is the phrase? The headless chickens.
Yeah, like chickens with their heads cut off. It's been that way. And she does actually take a minute and is turning the Gaia's breath around in her hand, because this is new. She hasn't seen one that looked like this before. But after taking a minute to really to appreciate that, some fucking skill went into this, yeah, she'll go ahead and crunch it and spend the gnosis, because It finally just there's this look of relief when there's ambient pain that you're dealing with, and it's at a you can cope level, but it's gone now. Just yeah, she goes ahead and crunches it and goes, oh man, I didn't appreciate how bad that was, so it was gone. Whew.
Burns are terrible, and they get infected. They're dangerous.
I mean, I was upkeeping it. They're
Dangerous.
Yeah, I know. Like she's kind of glanced around, like, do you mind if I like? She goes to step inside, almost like does that little bit of a lean, pointing to the closest flat surface she could set her drink on.
Sit.
Yeah, so she'll step inside and will obediently find the closest unoccupied place that is for sitting. And once she set the drink down, we'll finally go ahead and unwrap the hand, giving it an appreciative, like, open, stretching flex and clenching a couple times, like, oh, God. Yeah. What you know, molten metal's is kind of a bitch.
Yes.
But yeah, it's been special around here. It's always a little special around here, but not unmanageable.
I would not wish to see what you think is unmanageable.
If it was much worse, I probably would have made Becky eyes at Cassie or something, but I didn't want to be a giant pain in the ass. That must sound really stupid when you can literally kind of dispense with the Healy, like, at will.
Yes. I do not have the gift for it yet, but I'm sure someone on Sept must.
Yeah. Sadly, Brad doesn't. Cassie does. I'm sure most of the Thayerges do. That kid Dean does, but he seems a little spacey.
It is next on my list, if you will.
Fair enough. Yeah. So, like, she's glancing around and realizing, like, the loom is set up and there's yarn and, well, thread. There's something she's spun or has spun. And just everything else, and it's just kind of taking it in like, Jesus. All about the, I mean, I can sit here and make Glasswalker jokes about efficiency, but damn. How many things do you know how to make? Like, she just, like, kind of glancing, like, there's the stuff on the table. Who knows what else she does with the herbs that are hanging around. There's the loom. There's the stuff that she has spun for the loom. She's just kind of looking around, taking it in, like, what if, oh my God.
Well, my understanding of nature is much better here, actually. But I thought to look at some of the plants, and I weave, I sew, I mean, she just kind of shrugs. I'm not doing anything else at the moment.
I mean, about all I know how to do is to get elbows deep in my car. Getting better with small machinery, but
Machines are not for me.
I mean, fair. By the same token, she kind of gestures around to all the herbs. I'm kind of shit with all that. My mom teases me, says I have black thumb. It's terrible.
They grow on their own. You don't have to touch them.
I'm really good at doing it wrong. I don't know if I water them too much or don't water them enough.
Don't touch them.
That does.
She makes this like broad gesture, like
just don't do it.
Just let them grow outside.
Yeah, that's kind of how I roll. I stopped trying. You should see the stuff Neri's got growing. She's glancing around.
I prefer not to keep things inside. It feels wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. She's got her room set up kind of looks very much like you're not really inside anymore. It's pretty cool.
That is always an option, of course.
I mean, seems to suit. But yeah. Um to be fair, I'm honestly kind of out of the loop on what some people are running around doing, though a lot of it is still, I guess, people going through stages of mourning and going out and drinking and coming in, and I don't even know. There were a lot of people in here the other morning.
Yes. Yes, there were.
Sorry about the contribution to the noise levels.
It would be silly to suppose that I was not used to people who are loud.
There's still at least a reasonable time for it, and it was pretty early. Then again, I still like she just rubs her face like I don't know. I do know why, but I just can't fathom why it seemed like a good idea to put Dean in Neri's room. But yeah, it made for an ordeal.
Yes, I imagine it did.
Yeah. Oh God.
Sorry.
I just saw that and went, oh. That happened. If it was meant to be an image or something, just right click and copy it and throw it to me in like Messenger or Discord.
Try that again. But yeah, she plonks herself back down at the little table / desk thing and goes back to playing with some kind of half dried, it's still green straw, and she's weaving more little balls.
Man, we're gonna have to set up some kind of barter system with you for those things.
What?
Just we go through them a lot.
I mean, it is mostly just understood that they're available. Favors are not objected to, but barter seems. Dev would be saddened, I think, if I started charging for them.
Oh, that's great. Sorry, I just looked at it. Well, yeah, I'd feel bad not giving you back something, and I imagine at the rate that we get fucked up, we'd pretty much owe you our souls if we went the favor route.
Definitely going to wear my fingers raw, I can tell that.
Sorry? Like, kind of little grin again, like, eh?
There's a little, like, side eye. You should be. You suffer more than I do. You should probably work on that, though.
Trying? Kind of?
Kind of.
Well, I mean, I'm trying. You should see they got me, Felix talked me into training with the Yetta Fenris. Man, let me sing you the song of how hard Leaf can dole out an ass whooping when he really wants to. Fuck. But Getting better.
They're very determined trainers, but they're good at what they do.
Yeah. And for the most part, thankfully, they're not just throwing me in with the biggest guy there. Usually I'm sparring with Lily, and she's more my size.
One works up.
Yeah. I did manage to knock out Abel. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it counts as beginner's luck, but man.
Favorite.
Yeah, oh, I am. I actually had like a hot 5 seconds of freaking out thinking he was going to come back off the ground at me, and whew. But yeah, is there, I don't know, a heads up I can give you about people and things?
Most of them seem to be warning all on their own, but that's a good question. I have met you, Junaraya, Brad.
Oh, Brad. There's just the moment of like looks forlornly at my latte, essentially.
The hang glider is.
Oh, he's downgraded to kites now.
He's not himself flying on kites, no?
No, he is just flying kites. And I mean, I'm kind of impressed. Sheer stubborn willpower. He's actually managed to get a couple of them to stay up.
That is less disastrous. This is good.
Yep.
Where is the hang glider?
Most of it, well, it's back at the cabin. I disassembled it because some of the pieces didn't work. And
You're fixing it?
I mean, it's kind of neat. I'm not necessarily going to give it back and tell him to get on the roof again, but I am going to fix it.
Okay.
No, I'm not crazy.
She looks very relieved. Hand reaches out, grabs her pumpkin spice latte again, and just slightly slower sipping this time, less sucking it down.
Yes. For the sake of enabling. Do you want to say, is she the kind of person who would leave like her door open or her window open or whatever just to let whatever air in or something like that? Something to enable this.
The window is definitely open.
But yes, you can hear the chatter.
There's
and I can't
chatter.
hear you.
And the soft fragrance of pumpkin spice latte drifting out the window.
I don't hear you, Kurt.
I don't hear you neither.
I saw the, oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Yay!
It did it.
Okay, so kind of, you know, in like cartoons where like, I don't know, there's a pie on the window or something and like a dog kind of turns and looks towards it.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll kind of see Dean. He'll be dressed as he normally is, looking rather more sober than the last time you saw him, Charlotte. You know, he's not deathly pale, you know, with dark circles under his eyes or anything.
Isn't that how people normally look? Because I'll clue you, that's what Melanthe looks like right now. She's in Minnesota. Her tan is going away.
I mean, he looks pale. He's in Minnesota. He's blonde, but he's like, he doesn't look like death. But he'll, his nose will kind of come in. He'll just kind of peer around like, is that pumpkin spice latte I smell? And then he'll like reach into his jacket where he's got a little notebook and he'll write in his notebook. He'll just write, pumpkin spice latte brew, ?
Oh, see, there you go. Basic summons basic. Look at that. Like points towards the window where Dean is like hovering outside with his hopeful face.
Hey, love, who are you calling basic?
Mostly myself. I was offering to extend you my honored title of basic bitch, but no, if you don't want it, I'll just keep it.
Hey, I just smelt pumpkin spice and, you know, What can I say?
Melanthi's just like staring at this dude. Like, why are you looking in my window?
Yeah, he'll look awkwardly, and then he'll just kind of look down to like kind of a little pouch he has in his hands, and he'll just kind of glance at Charlotte, glance at her, Melanthe, glance at Charlotte. But yeah, sorry, I was just out looking for inspiration for new recipes, gathering some herbs in the woods, you know? And fuck me, that's a huge spider.
Why would I fuck you?
Spider?
He'll. Oh,
Melanthe
Jesus.
looks legit confused. Like, that was out of nowhere. What the hell is wrong with you?
He's standing outside, to be fair. That's the second time that's happened to me in a scene.
Yeah, he'll be like, he'll just shrug his shoulders. Hey, I mean, what can I say? There's a giant fucking spider outside your window. You want me to go take care of that?
I am reasonably certain she is taking fine care of herself.
I suppose I'll. He'll just shrug his shoulders. Well, I've made this sufficiently awkward.
Yes, leave the child of Arachne alone.
She just kind of points over. So that's Dean. He was the drunk guy we were manhandling the other morning.
Oh. Very well.
He's a Fianna
Oh.
and a Theurge. Side eye.
Squint.
Return squint, because you know Fierges are weird. Word travels fast on set.
I mean, you introduced yourself. You probably don't remember, but you did.
Yeah, I mean,
You even remember hanging with Maria? You remember
Oh,
the hanged man
I
at
mean-
How
all?
much did you have to drink? More
I
squinting.
mean, not enough to forget, but I mostly remember the bit when I was in Neri's room somehow and vomited everywhere. That was a near-death experience.
Yes, probably.
I mean, she didn't kick my ass, so shrug. That worked out pretty well.
You should tell Brad thank you. Lord
I
knows
mean-
he probably got a worse ass kicking than you would have gotten, but
Yeah. I said I'd been meaning to intercept him on one of his burrito runs, but keeps avoiding me. Can't blame him. Must have said some shit I don't remember. Shrugs.
I feel like it was mostly just you falling asleep in the booth.
I was sleepy drunk.
Mm-hmm.
At least I wasn't white girl wasted drunk.
What is the difference?
White girl wasted drunk things tend to get smashed. You know, we have a good time.
It usually involves a lot more giggling. Sage nod.
I
Yeah,
only have one kind of
She
drunk.
knows.
There are the types of drunks that you will encounter are numerous. The white girl wasted is usually very loud and giggly and loud.
Yeah, sounds like you know that type well. Grins.
She looks
Wait.
very suspicious.
It's a valid classification. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you've already taken the title of basic, you might as well upgrade.
Might as well what?
Upgrade.
Oh. Hey, I
But,
didn't say I'm the one who gets white girl wasted. I'm just validating that it's a thing. So this is Melanthe, and she's a fury.
There's like that slow hand lifts up, waves like nice.
She's also a Theurge. But
Yeah.
I thought that perhaps quantifying that white girl wasted was a thing was just a good plan because you didn't bother to check who you were talking to before throwing around terms like white girl wasted.
Yeah.
I was reasonably certain it had to do with being simple.
Yeah. Point noted.
Situational awareness, man, you need some.
Shrugs. Probably. You know. What can you do?
Pay attention.
Introduce yourself properly.
I mean, he'll shrug his shoulders. I didn't fancy vaulting over the window and doing, the formal presentation, as it were. Can do, but that seemed a little impolite to me.
You would land on my loom, so it would not go well.
Exactly.
You could do a thing like wave and just say it.
You could come to the door, so
That
we're
too.
not still talking out of my window.
Also an option. Pretty valid. She's digging that latte.
Fucking touche. Touche. He'll reach into his jacket. There's a perfect silver flask. He'll take one small sip.
I'm assuming it is not, in fact, literally silver.
It's not actually silver now, but
Okay.
you know the kind of thing I mean. I forget we're werewolves sometimes.
Brushed steel, chrome.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Shiny.
Shiny white metal.
I always have to quantify when people say silver. I'm just checking. God.
Hey, vampires, God. No, he'll shrug. Well, not now. I'll be a second. He'll kind of do that awkward kind of shuffling thing. He'll like shuffle around and shuffle outside. Like shuffle outside of the front door and like very performatively knock.
I suppose I have to answer, don't I?
You did suggest the coming to the door thing. So yeah, I think so. Charlotte's kind of grinning at this point.
She'll stand up, go over, answer the door. Yes.
He's put the flask down. It's back in shut up. He's like, all right. Well, on that note, then, pleasure to meet you, Dean Carver, Homid, Fierge, Fianna, Cleof.
Melanthe Stratoniki. Hamid Theurge. Black Fury. Cleof.
Nice.
Known
Cool.
as Stinging Nettle.
It's a pretty badass title you got there.
Yes.
Look, if you want to tell me to fuck off, I can do. But since we were making, for proper introductions,
No. I suggested this. This is my fault.
yes,
Snickering inside.
yep, it is.
She gestures to the. I mean, there's not probably, but like the only places left to set are like the chair that she was in and her bed. So I think Charlotte's got the only other chair.
Yeah, he won't. Yeah, he won't take a chair. He'll stand. And his eye will probably catch the loom, actually.
Yeah, it's a small one. She's making something that's a couple inches across.
Yeah,
Some kind of pattern.
You're a weaver then. Nice. How does this thing work?
You put the warp strings on the loom, and then the shuttle goes back and forth, and it's very simple. The pattern, I have cards.
Cards? Like finally kind of blinks over. Wait.
She'll set down the cup after taking another sip and go over. And there's like a little cardboard file box next to it, and she'll open it up and like flips through it and pulls out a manila folder with a pattern, like a geometric woven pattern on the front, opens it up, and there's a series of cards with holes in them in what appears to be totally random different spots, like a collection of them inside. She goes, you thread the warp through these, and then you move them up and down in between the shuttle, and it makes a pattern.
Oh. Like this Charlotte actually like pops up to come look at and is like, that's actually really cool. She's now eyeballing the loom with greater interest.
It's a Greek key pattern at the moment. It's in blue and white because she left Greece, but might be a little homesick already. Maybe.
Oh, that's actually really neat.
Oh. Yeah. Very traditional.
There's nothing wrong with traditional, though. Passing something on.
No. It's good not to forget. People forget a lot.
He'll nod, and he'll have kind of like a smell. Aye, that's why we're around, though, to make sure they don't forget. It's a fast
more the job of the Galliard, but
is it true? In our own way.
Everyone helps. In theory.
Yeah, it never works out quite like that, does it? But everyone does their best, and the Fjord gig's pretty cool.
Yes.
More spirit. Mm-hmm. I know. Spirits can be fun to be around.
And infuriating. But
that's part of the fun, though.
yes.
So, speaking of spirits being infuriating, I've kind of gotten the idea that some of the Therages do a thing, like they'll have spirits kind of keep an eye on, the areas close to home, make sure nothing hinky goes on. Have either of you guys ever tried to do something like that?
What is hinky?
Well, in a case like, say, what we've got going on, kind of gestures off in the vague direction of the cabin that PC Pack stays in. Like, we don't have a Theurge, and at this point I have stumbled across a handful of bugs electronically, but if there's like spirits keeping an eye on our shit, I can't see it. I wouldn't even know the difference. So
she kind of like squints a minute, like picking out like bugs. What?
Basically
hard. You want to know if you're being watched?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. I could ask.
Yeah.
Like, we could really use a hand, Umbraside, because I can keep people from listening through computers and phones and microphones and anything else, but I can't really do anything about shit watching us that I can't talk to or see.
I can ask if they're being the very sneaky, then
Mm,
the spirits
Yeah,
would
but-
not say, but they might notice.
Yeah, most spirits are happy to talk to you, give them something they want, and if not, there's always a beat stick.
I mean, in the end, I can't understand what they're saying, anyways. Kind of leave that
That's-
shit to the Theurges.
Yeah, you probably
That
for
helps.
the best.
It just seems like a better idea. Y'all know kind of what they do and what they want and what makes them happy and what makes them mad. And I got nothing. Like, I can deal kind of with net spiders. They'll usually just, hitch up to your phone and talk to you that way. But
Those things
I
are so
mean-
weird.
I
Yeah.
imagine they're a stride different than most of the stuff most people deal with.
She actually, at the mention of spiders, will wander over and kind of like stick her head out to look at the like thumb-sized spider that has been living outside her window. Like, no
Mhm.
spiders. No
Like, oh, hey.
spiders, come. They're
So,
good. Okay.
being a spider bro?
Titanic thing.
But yeah, so I don't know. I figured I could use a hand, and I don't know what else you guys are working on,
Mhm.
but if there's something I could do in exchange,
I mean,
I'd love to have something keeping an eye out, at least letting us know if someone's creeping.
I mean, could ask around. Question is, who do you think's watching you? That might narrow it
really-
down.
Really good question. And I mean, I could spout assumptions, but
Agents of the Worm.
could be. I mean,
This far insect.
it's not even necessarily that I think it's malicious. It's just I like knowing that if I'm sitting around and talking with my pack, nobody's listening. So I figured if you guys, either one of you, I guess, could talk to whatever you're comfortable with, whatever's closest affiliated. If there's some chiminage they need, like we could even take it on since it would be to our benefit, but
That seems reasonable.
Hmm?
Can be a go-between.
Yeah. I'd probably owe you one after the other night, anyways. Yeah, it could be fun.
We'll ask.
Yeah.
I will see what spirits are about, and then we can consider suggestions. It is always good to have suggestions for chiminage before talking to the spirit.
I mean, I'll see if I can get a brew started something. No,
wait.
just saying. A lot of the spirits like to drink as much as the next guy. Besides, if you give them
This is true.
something. Mhm. Besides, worst case scenario, if you want to drown the noise out, you could always have a load of people around making lots of noise. Then you could have your.
It kind of defeats the purpose of being able to just have a conversation with your pack in your kitchen.
Yeah, just, get everyone around making lots of noise and you whisper in your little corner in the kitchen. Problem solved.
I would
It's like a squint.
punch people.
Punching people might help too.
Okay, well, I don't know what y'all talk to or what suits, but if I don't know, she kind of gestures over to Melanthe. If your bees need space and places to do their thing, I mean, as long as I don't get like movie swarmed, I don't see there's any reason we couldn't like let you set up one of them near us. Maybe grow some flowers or something. I will try very hard to just leave the flowers alone. Kind of grimace. But if that means that
Most never
they
swarm.
can keep an eye,
We'll see. The bees might be better. The spirits might be better. It might be that you're worried for nothing.
could be. But I'd rather be safe and know that if someone does look, there's something to give us a heads up than not have any precautions at all.
Yeah, offering chiminage can't hurt too much. And it's, it's sometimes you just need to check in.
We shall see. And if necessary, we shall set up a way to communicate. Little signals that you can understand.
That'd be amazing.
Much better than, although less amusing, than watching someone who does not have spirit speech attempt. Sure. The game with the hand waving.
Oh, charades.
That
I feel like charades with a spirit would be double hard because not all of them have the right hands and legs and parts.
Yeah,
But,
could be a fun
hilarious.
game.
Is absolutely hilarious. For me.
I can see it. I can see it. I'm not even mad.
She reaches over and picks up her cup again and has like another swallow and then goes for another one, but it is empty. She looks sad.
I mean, the real question here is, how do you get a hold of pumpkin spice?
That went to Starbucks.
The nearest one at home is... it is a long ride.
See, I'm about to class up because I am buying a lot of lattes lately. And I can afford an espresso machine now. I just gotta buy the pumpkin spice syrup and we'll be fucking cooking with real fire.
Why is everyone fucking?
It's a very diverse word.
Oh,
I mean,
that
I mean, if
explains
you-
so much.
People use it to express emphasis a lot.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
that is a relief. Okay.
but I mean, if you go to some pies around here, people are fucking.
I may owe that young man in. Oh dear. Oh well.
Oh, yeah. It is a very diverse term. I got a video for this. Hold on. Like she pulls out her phone. She literally pulls out her phone and pulls out and these YouTube videos exist in abundance that are literally just fucking can mean this. Fucking can mean this. And it does little clips of them saying
delete harpsichord chamber music in the background. Yes.
Yeah.
Dean kind of he'll just say, "Oh, thank God! I thought we were going to talk about the bees and the bees."
No, get
She
this.
leans over and we'll watch this video on the usage of fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful.
It is.
It is one of those things where it's like it can be used to express displeasure. Fuck you. It can be used to express disbelief, or sarcasm. Fuck.
You know what's happening during that video when it gives the examples. Dean is just reciting said examples.
I have a much older audio recording.
Oh my God,
it's even better.
I may have to see that. But yeah, she just hits up
the expression
YouTube.
on Melanthi's face is one of revelation. Like, oh. Oops.
Oh God, there's another one you should see too. Hold on.
What? She looks worried.
This. The next one she pulls up.
She very calmly.
So much.
So, I may owe several apologies.
I
I would probably never see them again. But if I do,
It helps. You are armed with knowledge now.
Yeah, exactly. You go for fuck or bitch or wanker. You could always use a C word, but people don't really like the C word.
What?
Wanker's a good one.
What are you talking about?
There's a slow lean over because she's on the internet. She knows that her European friends, some of them consider this just a casual term you drop and just, picks up the hand, like mock whisper, like, calling someone a cunt over here at least is usually considered pretty severe.
That's because it's a terrible word.
Yeah. That would be what he meant.
Yeah, you don't want to go
To learn how
for
to insult people. I am very good at that.
Oh, well. Hey,
This, but this, and she like taps the phone. This was important. That would have. That would have been good to know 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, it takes a certain amount of severity to make something completely unfixable, considering the things that I have said and then been able to fix. So I wouldn't call it complete loss.
It was a wager at a diner.
Oh, well, then, with any luck, you just never run into each other again and it works out.
I was certainly not planning to go back to the diner. It is in she like tilts her head sideways, trying to remember where she has been. There are many states between here and New York.
Sounds like you've traveled a long way.
Oh, yes.
He'll kind of scratch the side of his head. Where are you from?
Macedonia.
Yeah. Whoa. Long way.
Indiana. It was Indiana.
Well, who knows? Maybe he'll visit sometime and bump into the guy. I don't know. Whoever it was.
I suppose it is possible.
Yeah.
I'm not planning to go back to Indiana.
Yeah,
And the
nah.
food was not good.
Ooh.
Mm.
It was cheap and near the highway.
Whew. But yeah. You are now armed with knowledge.
Yes, no, this is important.
Yep. My work is done. Our work is done.
Your work.
Yeah. Yeah. I helped.
How did you help? I did the helping here. I am the helper. Look at me helping.
You just shrug. Anyways. It's been lovely chatting with you ladies, but I should probably go collect some.
Oh boy.
I should probably go collect some herbs, and he'll like just do a little bow out, and he'll head to like the door that's open, where he probably will see Nick's character. He'll probably see David.
Oh yeah, David walks in on this, whatever it is.
But Jesus!
Oh, that we have like it's in Melanthi's room in the public housing, so like we can have Dean like go out the door and have David walking up the hall or something. So there's a clash.
Hi, Dean. Hi, why? Where is the fire?
What does Dean actually look like? Or not Dean. What's his face?
It's the first link you put in there.
I'm sorry, not Dean.
David,
Yes,
he is in the roll 20.
found it.
Oh my god. Fucking Tom. Sorry. Juno's surprise ancestor. So, as I get ready to show my face, so hey, if Kurt's brave enough to do it, I might as well attach my face to this guy. So, I heard I heard your guys' voices, and I was nearby. So
Hey, David. Leans over from her seat to wave through the door.
hi, Araya, Charlotte. Yeah. So, where are you going? You said you were going to go find herbs or something. Is that? Man, you don't need weed or anything like that. Come on.
Snickering begins.
It is only a weed if it is growing where you do not want it, and that is not fair to the plant.
Oh, sorry.
You wanna?
It's the slow lean. Weed is also slang for marijuana.
Oh, that makes no sense. Everyone seems to want that.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Your language is terrible.
It really is. I'm pretty sure if I had to learn English as a second language, I would want to shoot myself right in the head.
It's not
Fucking
hard. It just makes no sense.
Well, exactly. We break all our own rules. I've seen the breakdown.
Cute.
She'll go plop back down at her desk and go back to making little tiny woven straw balls.
I mean, not unless you're offering. No, that wasn't the plan.
Oh, no, I don't do drugs. Although I guess a lot of people say that marijuana isn't a drug, but I mean the government classifies it as a class 1 drug, so it technically legally is a drug still. And then a lot of people use it in medicine, so it is a drug if used medically. So drug. Where are you going, Dean?
Yeah, I was just about to go for a wander in the woods, start a new brew or something. Nothing terribly exciting.
Oh, right, because you brew things. What do you think you're going to flavor your brew with this time?
I don't know. Maybe some pumpkin spice.
That's a funny joke.
Why is funny?
Sorry. Who are we talking to?
Her head just like she bobs up and like sticks her head out the window of the hallway.
Hi. I'm David Orphan, Ragabash, Homid, Shadow Lord, Cleith.
Do you hate the pumpkin spice, or do you hate that people like the pumpkin spice? Which one are you?
I don't dislike or like pumpkin spice. It's just a flavor.
Then why is joke?
I didn't think there'd ever be a pumpkin spice moonshine.
Oh, there's spiced beer.
Yeah, spicy with all
Yeah.
sorts of things.
People put
But,
everything in the drinks.
Yes.
Miss, I'm very sorry. Are you Araya or?
No,
or
no. Sorry, I am. And she kind of like stops and like rubs her face. Like, you just totally introduced yourself properly, and I just blew it because I'm terrible. No. Melanthi Strokaniki, Hamid Clea Theurge of the Black Furies.
oh, okay. You women sure are tough. So I would really rather not get into a fight with you. Thank you.
Yes.
Like blinks
She
the time.
really
You're like,
leans
what?
back in the door and looks at Charlotte like, "What is wrong with this dude?"
Sorry, I was spaced out. What happened?
Black Furies are very tough women. Are they not?
They are very capable, very strong, very spirited women, but it's nothing you need to be scared of. I don't know who's teaching you what, but just be respectful, like you'd be to anyone, really.
Everyone. Treat everyone the same.
They also brew great potions, from what I'm hearing. It's
Ugh.
like right from behind where Nick's character is.
Oh, and David is going to turn around because I'm sure that he knows who this gentleman is, right? He's Shadow Lord, yeah?
No.
No, he's
No.
not? No? My mistake.
No. Check the Tailsinger blurb.
I will. Well, in that case, David will, of course, jump like, for once he's the one surprised. Just, hi.
Melanthi like leans back out the door.
Oh, don't mind me. Sticking his head out one of the doors.
Kind of like the finger waggle wave.
Hello there.
Hello.
And don't know you two. He's kind of slide out of the room again. He's in like a suit, so he kind of fixes his collar as he's walking. Over to you guys, like loosening it almost.
And she will introduce herself again. she's gonna have to get like a recording.
Oh, so you're the new one. Oh. Well then, he'll turn and just do this big sweeping bow in front of you, like, just whoop. Oisin Donnelly. They call me the Crow's Eye. Adrian Fianna Gallard.
It is an honor, the Crow's Eye Raya.
Sure. Honor's mine. Get to meet one of the new people, and you pokes Nick's character right in the chest because fuck me, I can't remember your name.
Very, very pleased to meet you, Raya. David Orphan, Shadow Lord, Homid, Rakabash, Clea.
Oh, look at you, you're tiny. Pets the top of your head.
Yes.
So are you two having a party in there or something?
There were lattes. I have finished
Oh.
mine, however.
No. Well then, as he kind of strides by.
Charlotte is curled up so quietly in her chair, sipping her latte, like, nope, not here. Having a conversation half in my head and trying to track this at the same time. Just like, what the fuck?
He'll stop at the door, kind of turning on his heel. We'll turn to Melanthi. Well, I don't want to be rude. Would you be honored of doing me the honor of inviting me in? Since it's your room and that.
It is becoming everyone's room, it seems. Please, by all means. She like gestures in, and there's clearly like Charlotte is in one chair. There's a chair at the desk. There's like the bed. There is a
Nod.
small loom with like a partially done Greek patterned band under the window, and some fiber stuff and some drying herbs hung up. Just to reiterate for those who were not here when I said it the first time, the window is open. There is a massive orb weaver in the window.
Oh, would you look at this? It's like It's like stepping into an episode of Discovery Channel. I like it. Oh, look, it's Sullivan. Oh,
The Discovery Channel?
Hey, Ryle. Little wave.
oh, look at you there, all squared up like a retarded squirrel. Oh, look at you. Walks in.
Specifically a retarded squirrel, Ryle.
With a dopey expression on your face, oh, definitely. Pats her at the side of the head.
Oh. Okay.
What does the television have?
There's Discovery Channel is a channel full of just constant shows about different wildlife and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Great for actually trying to explore stuff, but well, it reminds me of this. You should go down and see Neri down the hallway. Her place is even more fancy. It's got figs
It
and everything.
is my intention to meet people, but I had not planned to do so in quite this fashion.
You're a bit shy, are you?
Yes.
Man, this latte is fucking delicious right now.
For a matter of protocol, the formal things have been left a bit to the wayside.
Oh, you know what? You leave that to me. You leave that bit to me there. No. As Dean turns to introduce himself, and the second he hears Fianna, he'll whirl. Will paint me box and call me Bessie.
What?
It,
No, just let him get distracted. Just let it happen.
He'll lean down, like right in front of him. And again, for everybody, he has very sharp features, like very kind of hawk, kind of crowish kind of features, right down and looks in Dean's face.
yeah. Yeah, he'll be a little taken aback about like if that's what you want, right? You know.
But Leandro just kind of like backs up, saddles over Charlotte, just reaches down and takes Charlotte's latte.
She just makes that sedate little sad face, but doesn't stop her. She lets her have it. She's been barely touching it because she probably drank one on the way over too. She really likes the pumpkin spice.
Swallow, hands back.
No,
Like
go
she's
ahead.
pouring from the flask.
No, just go ahead. We're gonna need it.
So, what's your name there, buddy?
Dean, right? Dean Carver.
Dean Carver. Do you have a deed name?
No, Raya.
Oh, you're the little fuckwad that got sick. Oh, well, puts his arm around him.
Yes, Ryan. I'm feeling much better now.
Oh, that's absolutely great. I've been hearing all the tales up and down. Apparently, you did like a projectile vomiting right into Neri's face.
Yeah, kind of don't know how I woke up there, but it's a lovely room. Looks fanciful.
I imagine it is. You want to watch this one now? He'll probably get sick everywhere.
Brilliant, just like nods, like duly noted.
But it's good to be seen. Another one of the stag's children. Take you haven't introduced yourself to the family then yet?
I went out with Maria a couple of nights ago. That's how I ended up blacking out. But I haven't had a chance. Everyone's been out.
That's okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm looking forward to meeting family.
Well, I'll save you the hassle. You let out a whistle, like that echoes, like a crow's screech for all of you. Just like whistle.
Melanthe winces.
Charlotte also winces.
And 20 seconds later, you just hear someone sticking their head through, with messy bushed hair. Yara?
Charlotte tries really hard not to smirk because that fangirl level is over 9,000.
Melanthe's expression is just like this This is not fair.
Yeah, could move this outside. Kind of shooting a glance up to Melanthe, like, would you like that? Would you like to have not everyone on the sept in your room?
It would be nice, yes.
Don't be worrying. Don't be worrying, Hen. Don't not be worrying. I not. We're gonna have a talk outside. Come on, you. Wrangles him by the back of the scruff, essentially, as you're, like, as Dean, you're essentially lifted almost by this man.
Yeah, he's not fighting. He assumes he has no choice. He's like, Cosra, it was nice to meet
Come
you.
on, move it, move it, move it.
Oh god, the squawking. Yeah, okay, Melanthe, I love you enough to move out of your room so less people feel inclined to come in. Just gonna kind of points to the door and then fucks off, like, "Bleh." Yep. Come on, David, let's go outside.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, David is still in
The
the
door
hallway.
just does that like slow close behind them, and she just kind of
You know,
stands there like,
because David wasn't invited in, so he just stayed out in the hall.
Yeah, breathing. Charlotte's
David's
just
just
gonna
like,
I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm breathing.
let's just find a nice place to sit on the porch.
I'm gonna enjoy this latte almost as much as I enjoyed the other one. Okay.
Yep. Gonna gesture David if he wants to follow, but Charlotte's heading out onto the porch because, man, this is about to get good.
Yeah, that sounds good. Who all is going to the porch? Everyone?
I think
The
the
Fianna.
the three Fianna just marched out, and Charlotte's like, I have been in the Furies' personal space long enough. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, that sounds good. David will follow.
Fury is taking a moment to reclaim her personal space and
said,
her zen, which is minimal to begin with. And then it's like, okay, I can do this. Grabs like a fistful of the kind of damp grasses that she's collected and heads outside. Like, okay. Because this does look like it's going to be a spectacle.
And already sat outside on the porch, feet up, resting on one of the banisters, just sipping away at a cheap beer, smoking a cigarette. Is Juno. Just chilling. Like nothing's happened. Nothing at all.
So, once the Fianna contingent get onto the porch, I don't know. I imagine as Juno's watching, sipping her tea, just nothing at all. Charlotte and David will follow close behind. The Tail Singer walks with a very purposeful stride. Big, long, powerful walks. This is a man brimmed with confidence. Maria she's not exactly meek, but she's kind of like hurrying alongside because this is a fucking Hadron still. And Dean, as you're kind of scruffed and tumbled and not really by any means aggressive. There's no aggression here at all. You kind of stop at the end of the steps. And I think Asgard has vanished.
ooh, I think he lost connection. He's got some crazy freeze frame going.
Okay. So in the meantime, you were standing there kind of adjusting something on, you can see this metallic thing attached to her arm. She's missing a hand, but she seems to be attaching things off and on again. Kind of looking at it, looking down. You will see these two sitting off. One seems to be grounding something down. The other's kind of poking her head in, trying to examine what the fuck she's doing. And she's almost getting her hand slapped away. And then finally you see this guy, one of the posts, smoking a cigarette. And now that Curtis is back. So, again, that with these big, powerful strides. You're not being pushed very aggressively at all, really. No, you're just kind of being like, you're following and that's it. And you're being put in the middle. The Adrian is in front of you. The Foster is behind you.
Mhm.
As the Tail Singer will whirl suddenly, like, is the kind of suit jacket kind of flips a bit in the wind, very, very stylishly. A
Mhm.
lot of flair and a lot of dramaticism. As Maria stops as well. And he'll go, so, my giddy little chickens. I'm led to understand that she took you out, right? Oh, come on. I don't have all day. Come on, move it, speak.
I mean, yes, right. I may have given her some encouragement.
Okay, that's fine. Encouragement. I like that. That's initiative. That's good. Great. Wonderful. So, where did she leave you here? Did she drop you in?
Nah. We got separated. I met we were at the it's like I've forgotten what the bar's called.
The Hanged Man.
Yeah. No, we just rocked up to the Hangman for a few drinks. I don't remember much after that, but the one of the fellas there, he was talking to the wee fella you just saw now. He they're both Shadlords here. He gave me a ride home.
Oh, the shadow. Looks at Maria. Maria makes the oh god face, and he'll point over at David. You, Pip and Squeak.
Yes.
Did you bring this fellow home? Did you, or did your friends did?
My Raya's, yeah.
And was she there? Witches.
Which one?
Points at Maria Darcy.
I did not see her there, or I don't remember her there. Actually, I have a eidetic memory. Do I remember seeing her there?
Nope.
I did not see her there, Raya.
Oh, thank you very much, Pip and Squeak.
You're welcome.
So, what I'm led to understand is that you were put in the charge of a responsible fostering and she left you behind. Is that what you're telling me now there?
I mean...
Come on, speak. Left, right, move the waggle the tongue like you're doing something naughty.
Yeah, he'll just shrug. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm one who just got wasted to get wasted. But
oh Jesus, this is like a stalling effect. This is like when you break the condom and you realize that halfway through. Come on, go.
I mean, essentially, I probably wandered off.
Oh, sir. Okay. So she wasn't okay. Okay, nope, that's fine. I've got everything I need to know. Pets you on the head. It's a weird sensation to be petted on the head like a child.
Yes. Yes,
So,
it is.
Far be it from me now, because I know Sully's watching over there and I can see her file docs are. So I see you.
There's like that comical pause, like what?
See, the way we Fianna do things here. I don't know if you know yet, you being so young and virgin looking.
Frowning
What we
face.
do is we foster. Now, you've probably heard this already happened to you at some stage when you were growing up, but you know what? I'm going to bring it back to tradition. So, since she was so fucking careless, and you were so fucking drunk, she's now the person you go talk to. She's now the person you keep a close friendship with. Do you understand? Come on.
Right.
Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. You got it right. You two are to be close as two nuns trying to discover sex for the first time in the back of the church. Do you understand how fucking close that is? That's fucking-
Probably pretty close, Freya.
Yeah, well, oh, yeah, you slaps you on the shoulder. That's close. So, any questions? No? Brilliant.
No.
Well, I'm going to go get drunk. He kind of just walks off dramatically.
Charlotte has never looked so relieved in her fucking life.
Looks over at
Admittedly looking at Maria like, oh man.
looks over and back at. I'll be expecting a report about how well she did later in the week. Don't think I don't remember. Lean walks back over and gets right in your face, almost beak-like. Because I remember everything, boyo. Even remember where you sleep. Even remember where you dream. Yep.
Yeah. You're not point taken, Raya. Closest two nuns.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can do that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Don't need to study your way through it. You're fine. You'll start swaggering off, marching with a lot of purpose. A lot of stride towards him. And then he'll you see him walking as he goes to give Perfectly a high five. Realizes it's the wrong arm. He's like, ooh. And then we'll keep walking.
Oh god. Charlotte's still slow sidling towards Abel, like, oh god, must avoid disaster.
The tail singer leaves the scene.
Yeah. Dean just kind of stood. He just looks around. He's just quietly murmurs, well, fuck. Alright.
Melanthe just looks confused. Like, 3/4 of the words that came out of his mouth were completely unintelligible. And the rest of them didn't make any fucking sense.
Abel get a very ginger little tap on the shoulder.
Shoulder? Huh?
Hey.
Oh. So
Can I see you for 1 second?
sure.
Yeah. Go to tug him around the side so she can talk quietly to him. And yeah, give him the heads up. So that whole thing that just happened about him getting kind of misplaced.
Oh yeah, I heard he pissed off the Fury something fierce. I heard your boy did way worse though.
Yeah, he did, and I'm working on that. But I thought you should know.
I should know what.
Cassie's the one who put him in the room.
What?
Yeah.
Cassie wouldn't do that.
I honestly just asked to be thorough, but she was lying when she told me she didn't have anything to do with it.
She
And
lied
she
to
didn't
you.
put him in there.
Okay. Oh boy.
Well, that's why I'm just telling you. I really don't want it to be an ordeal, and no one seems to be pushing it, but it means you can talk to her.
I see. I'll have a talk to her.
At least if that way anyone asks, it was handled in-house, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
No problem.
How pissed is he looking as she is fucking absconding before she makes him matter?
You took a rage. You're pretty angry.
Does he have that that weird side-eye distant eye look? Like he's pinging people already?
No, he has. No, he's gonna have. He has the look like I am about to yell. So fucking loud type look.
Oh. Oh dear. Yep. Well, like I said, nobody's pushing. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Fucks off.
That'd be great. Go on.
She fucks right off. Back around the building, back onto the porch, like, hey!
And she comes into the middle of a conversation between David and Juno. The conversation goes about like this.
Why do you keep staring at me like that?
Uh, uh, I'm not trying to stare. I'm sorry, Raya.
Want smoke?
No, thank you. I don't smoke. Is that rude? Do I have to accept? Do I have to say yes?
You don't have to say yes.
Oh, okay. Then no, thank you. I appreciate it though. If I did smoke.
Sure you do. Pulls out a cigarette, puts it in her mouth, lights it.
Melanthe's just like leaning on the other side of the porch, weaving little tiny grass balls.
Melanthe. Hi. Where are you from?
Luis.
Oh, okay. I'm from New York City.
Oh, yes, I saw that when the ship.
Oh, so you didn't fly here. You got here by ship.
No, I had to bring my things.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. Okay. Well, I mean, what? So how come you're here in the United States instead of fighting in Greece?
I wanted a change of scenery.
Okay. Hey, I'm not here to argue that. So sometimes you just gotta leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So sometimes you just gotta do that. Oh, hey, Charlotte. You're back.
Hey. Yep.
So, how are you? Oh, hey, thanks for the ride the other night.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and the cocoa here. I just wanted to give you guys your mug back. So.
Oh yeah, thanks. Snag.
Yeah. Thank you.
Stop chewing on yourself, please.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And you guys will notice, like if you look at David's mouth, he's clearly chewing the inside of his mouth.
Why don't you go meet Neri? She's pretty cool.
Neri?
Oh no, Melanthe. Why don't you go?
Sounds like
Okay.
an excellent idea.
Yeah.
She kind of she pauses as she passes him though, and will actually like hand over like a nice, still relatively green like stalk of grass. Like here, chew on this. Stop chewing on yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Then she will wander towards the field.
I have a prop.
As you wander towards the Furies, you see the woman with kind of dark, wild hair is again grounding stuff out. She's like sitting and's got like a small wooden table in front of her. The red-haired one is kneeling over, but every now and again she'll reach over and she'll feel the hand slap her hand. She kind of retracted away. Stop messing with what I'm doing. Just pretty much, yeah. You even see them look up, and she's like, "What?" And then they will see, they'll both look up and see you approach. And the redhead woman will speak first, and she'll kind of raise an eyebrow and then sniff the air.
She'll
walk up towards you.
Yeah, she'll pause at like a respectful distance and offer kind of the head bob because she doesn't have any idea what anyone's rank is, but is reasonably certain that most of them outrank her.
Yeah, the redhead woman will walk over and she'll sniff you a bit, like. She kind of tilt her head and look over towards the woman sitting down, and she'll look up and raise an eyebrow, and they'll both look at you. And then the red-haired woman will speak. Welcome, sister.
Thank you, sister. I
Who are you?
Melanthe Strataniki, called Stinging Nettle, Cleith Hamid the Arch. With the understanding that Black Fury goes without saying at this point.
She'll smile. Like the red-haired woman will smile, and the dark-haired woman stands up, dusts herself down. She's like wearing all white, and she'll walk over, examine you up and down. Margrea Arteos, known as Forgotten Earth, Black Fury, Theurge, Fostern of the nation.
And the bow's a little bit deeper this time.
And the red-haired woman will kind of lean down, looking at you as you're bowing, and smile and say, because I always struggle with Greek names. Neri Altilis, known as Hippolyta's voice, Gal, Black Fury.
It is an honor. I regret that my introduction has taken so long, but things seemed very tangled when I arrived.
The Margrea will answer. No need to apologize. You arrived at the time of a big raid. Most of us were out doing stuff, and we have been back. There has been a bit of an incident, so we've been a bit busy.
I heard it took its toll. I'm sorry.
Our pack, thankfully, is still strong. Our Alpha, although she will be coming soon, would be most honored to meet you.
It would be a pleasure.
You kind of gesture down to the table, like, kind of like you want to sit.
She'll totally sit down. She's still, like, her fingers are still doing that, like, because she doesn't chew on herself. She just makes stuff. More productive, less bloody.
Margrea sits back down. You notice she's grinding down sulfur. That kind of like, you can see the big kind of like yellowy kind of things she's grinding down, and has various plants and herbs. Oh. Neri still stands and kind of folds kind of the wool thing over her, and she'll say very smiling, actually seems quite relaxed. You came from Greece?
Macedonia, yes.
Ah. Nods. I'm from Thessaly.
Oh, yes. I have been once, very briefly.
Just smile. Margrea here is from Athens originally.
I have been there several times. It's overwhelming, really.
It is. Margrea will say she just grinds down the the sulfur, just slow twisting. Too loud. Too much people.
Buildings, the cars. Especially the cars. And she makes a face like, ugh, they're gross.
They're so loud, and so much gas, and so much. Everyone's always in rush to go everywhere.
She nods.
What brought you here?
There is a pause. There's like a distinct hesitation. The newness of it. It is different, and I needed different.
The Theurge will look at you up and down, studying you. The wilds hold different properties, both in the old world and the new. It's a wise choice to experience both.
It is comfortable here in the wilds, though.
The Weaver is strong still.
Yes.
It must be pushed back.
The parks here, though, they feel bigger than the ones at home.
They are, in some cases, and there are plenty of spirits here which are far more delicately organized. However, there is a large influx of look over right at Charlotte and rife at perfidy.
Yes.
But we are all part of the one thing, so better to play nice than cause conflict. Just smirk over at
Yes.
Neri.
All things in balance, so much as is possible.
Neri just does this like nod. We try to be at least. You should talk to the one of the cubs. She's got our blood. And seeing a Cleus would actually do her some good. Name's Cora.
I will do so then. Thank you,
Right.
Honorable
Sister. That's fine.
Sister. I am never sure who wishes more formality and who less.
She'll sit down beside you. Our alpha is always about formality. She is the strongest of us. But she is the wisest in some cases. But with us, you may call us sister. You point to the cabin, the public housing. I'm living in one of the rooms, and Margaret here turns up when she doesn't feel like sleeping in the Umbra.
I'm in the one by the door.
I'm down the
And
hall.
like gestures like around towards where there's still that like little pod shipping container. The bees are mine.
Bees. Just smile. Like Margaret kind of leads forward like bees.
Nods vigorously.
Hmm.
I brought the hives with me.
You must show me. You must show me. I would be very intrigued to see even the honey afterwards.
I am doing my best to keep the different ones separate. They'll taste very different here.
Honey has a lot of uses. I'll be intrigued to see what you do with them.
She nods. Barter it mostly, and the wax. But
Nero leaned forward. You could slip me some and I could use it for food. That would be nice.
of course.
She'll wink. Like playfully. And plus, if you'd like some figs, I can trade.
Good figs. I had some from the grocery and
From home. She'll smile. From home.
Oh. The
Proper-
fruit in the
proper
stores here is
figs.
so terrible.
They're awful. Don't go to them. I'll hook you up with one of my kinfolk. She will give you the proper stuff from home.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just smile. Look over her shoulder and give another rue smirk. She looks over. I see you're making friends with Charlotte and the others.
My first day, there was a commotion. And I thought someone was dying. She looks at Brad. Like, such side eye.
Sips his lemonade.
So I went to help.
Was he
And
rude to you
that-
too? Was he rude to you too? Margaret will say she's grinding the sulfur down like scrug, scrug, scrug.
Rude only to the grounds, on which he left a very poor impression.
Hmm.
She actually like pauses there and is like, I made a pun in a different language. I'm so clever. He has been polite so far. Gives him side eye again.
Don't worry, he'll probably tell you how much of a horrific bully you are, like the rest of us.
But
Oh, he has issues with us and the training that Cora received. She's trained traditional training. He
she
seems to
just
think that-
shrugs like, I mean, doesn't
he seems-
everybody?
He seems to think that we were oppressing her, ironically. Started a fight with Neri. Margrea will smirk at Neri.
He thinks you were oppressing the cub.
Precisely.
And this isn't even side eye. Like, she just turns around and looks at Brad like, what is wrong with you?
Neri will lean down and put your chin on your shoulder. I need him in the face, it's fine.
To each their own battles. I end up in enough of my own without taking on those of others. She does sound like a little bit sheepish about that.
Well, they will need your wisdom, even if you are young.
And my guy's breaths. She lifts up the little, 3/4 woven ball. I am making more.
They'll need more than just Gaia's breaths, Margaret will say. They'll need you to be more than that. They need the chaos and understanding to respect around them as well. We've got too much values of city life in them.
There are some things to value. She is still carrying, the last third of her second pumpkin spice latte, which she stole from Charlotte.
There is, but they will need to also understand it.
Of course.
Do you have any questions for us then, little one?
I am sure I will think of many. For the moment, I am trying to remember everyone's name and rank.
She'll lean in. Neri will. You don't have my job, so don't have to worry about it too much. Just know your own ranks. It's usually easier. And us. You'll be fine.
She nods and smiles. She looks quite pleased, actually. This is good. There's family here.
And because I'm going to get all of them just because Bob has arrived, just to make this fucking hilarious.
Bob goes right up to them. Stop harassing her! No, okay.
Nah, just sitting there drinking a
Brad.
pitcher of pink lemonade.
When Brad arrives, he walks in on a conversation between Charlotte and David that goes a little something like this.
Is he moving?
I don't know if Brad
Just
is
on the
moving.
porch, man.
Brad's sitting on our pack porch.
Just sitting on his porch, drinking a pitcher of pink lemonade just straight from the fucking pitcher.
Oh, I wasn't sure which. Is he visible?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can see him
okay.
in the distance.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
The two
across the
buildings
way.
with an eye shot of each other.
Yes,
Yes.
I need we need a map of this sept so I have some vague clue.
Yeah, I'll eventually drop them.
Yay!
Actually, for Nick's character, what he'll see this 6'5" woman walking right in the middle between the gap between Brad and the other Furies, walking very casually. That's a big woman. She's walked by you very casually.
Brad just starts power chugging the lemonade because he doesn't feel like he's going to get a fucking chance after this.
And-
He doesn't
She just
break
walk-
eye contact either. He just keeps staring at her while the pitcher just goes up and he has to turn his head to do this.
she just kind of watches Brad try to eye fuck her, and she just stares at him, walks by you, David, and is walking towards the group of Furies. From Melanthe, she sees again this big, huge woman walking with a lot of power and a lot of stride, and she kind of will step in front of the sitting group and kind of look down specifically at you.
Melanthe seems totally chill because this is Tuesday. And we'll kind of look up and then it does that little bow thing again. A little bit deeper. This is
She hefts you.
this has
Like,
gotta be the alpha.
She hefts you up properly and actually embraces you fully, in a proper hug essentially.
Yay, hugs. She's not actually a hugger, but she'll do it. She's like, oh yeah, okay, that's happening. Okay. Hugging. Okay.
I fought with your grandmother. It is an honor to meet one of her line.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. She was unparalleled.
She was. I was still young and she was already wiser. So it is an honor to meet one of hers come into the fold, sister.
And her shoulders kind of slump slightly, like hope to live up to her memory.
Big woman will put a hand on her shoulder and actually squeeze it. We all hope to live up to the memory of our ancestors and our totem. We can only do what is required of us.
And we will. For Gaia. And for each other.
She'll smile. Artemi, Gorgon's Maw, Alexandros, Adrian, Arun.
It is an honor, Gorgon's Maw. I think grandmother would be proud of you.
One can only hope. She'll kind of say, nodding. Come, share a drink with us at least.
Of course.
And eventually, the big woman will kind of just bonk herself down, like shove Neri out of the way playfully, as Neri kind of flops over and sits down and opens up from the bag. She carries this like very like dark vial and will hand it over to you essentially.
She'll take it. She will sniff it more out of curiosity than suspicion.
Very rich wine.
Then yeah, take a sip. Is this something that do we like to be shared or?
Oh yeah. They'll kind of watch you, taking a sip. It's like, they're kind of like, it's like that kind of pass around type thing.
Yeah, she wasn't sure if this was this one's yours or take a toke and pass it on.
Oh no, it's definitely drink pass essentially.
drink pass. She will examine the flavor.
It's very rich, very very spicy. It's actually very very surprisingly spicy. It's got a good kick to it.
Kind of a ooh. Pumpkin spice latte gets set down. The last 2 inches are going to get cold and abandoned. Sorry, Charlie.
But yeah, everyone sees the Furies kind of just exchanging drinks with what looks to be a drink with each other. They're all kind of sipping out of it.
Yep.
Gorgon's Maw turns. So little one. Any questions? Or are you eager?
I am not certain what to expect. I am eager to be useful. And to learn.
My pack mate will teach you. She looks right into Margaret, and Margaret just nods. She'll teach you how to manage and learn more skills, but I'm sure you'll learn off the others. She'll look around at the other people standing there, especially Brad, who's just fucking death-glaring her the whole time.
Hey, Brad's over on the porch. He's far from a threat. I mean,
oh, she just looks at him.
Threat as he could be to someone like her. Let's be real here.
Oh yeah, no,
also
she's
being distracted at least a little by pack chat. Just a little.
You'll have to learn from your set mates as well. She'll just say, staring.
It is good to do so. That is one of the reasons to be here instead of at home.
Perhaps you could keep an eye on the Fianna. I hear he
Drinks too much.
vomited all over Neri's room. Perhaps some wisdom from an honored auspice could teach him. She'll playfully push Neri. Neri goes flying over essentially again.
Perhaps so.
Somebody has to teach them to do their job. She'll wink.
There is that. Ah, I have been asked, and she gestures towards where Charlotte is headed inside, to speak to the spirits and see if there are any who have been set to watch and to listen around Sept, specifically their pack house. But before I do so, I thought perhaps to ask what spirits I should expect to see here and what deals have been made. I do not wish to step on feet. Toes? Toes?
Sir? Toes, she'll say. The things to watch out for are squirrels and pigeons, the most devious. But the right master will be one that you could talk to. I'm still getting familiar with the deals, but the totem is Winterwolf. Take that as you will.
Winterwolf is to be respected, of course.
She'll nod.
It explains why the trees feel so comfortable.
Exactly. But talk to the right master. Munan Snow. He is a Fenrir lupus, so he will have some wisdom for you. As much as the lupus can. She'll smirk. Or even a Fenrir.
She's like, I'm not gonna share any financial.
Oh no, Neri just sips the bottle like that's not my business type sip, you know what I mean?
Oh man, that drink is that's my turn.
But she'll just nod. Be on the lookout for crow, not for squirrel and pigeons especially. And any type of she licks her lip. Even says with a snarl in her voice. Tech. They like the glasswalkers like to call it.
Or the glasswalker said that she had managed the tech portion of the listening.
On the Umbra?
But she did not say? I think this side.
We'll sort this.
But
She will
that was why she was concerned there might be listeners.
she'll look over at our Timmy. Look over. We'll lift up her finger in front of Melite, and then we'll whistle across the fucking plane, looking right at you, and go, "Girl!"
The whistle starts and there's like the wince and the snap of a glance and then girl, and it's just like, oh.
She won't be aggressive, but she'll like wave you over.
Diverts, trots over, picks up speed a bit. And yeah, when she's in range, kind of rubbing her ear. You rang, Raya?
The Thayer just had a question for you.
Oh, all right. What's up?
She
What can I
looked at this with a click, like, you know, kind of like zero rodeo.
You mentioned finding bugs. Where?
Oh, she kind of like takes a second. You know, that roll back the eyes, like accessing memory. One in phone line, actual physical bug over one of the doors. Most of them are in the lines, though.
None in the Umbra.
Nah, I can't. I don't think I can just disarm bugs on that side. If nothing else, the phone doesn't work the same.
And she kind of glances back over. Like, was that answers the question?
for Charlotte, the woman grinding out stuff in that kind of little, small little bowl, this kind of yellow now paste. We'll kind of look at Melite and just nod, going, then you have to check for that as well.
Then we will check.
I mean, if it helps, I can, I don't know, bring things across that might convince them it's better. I don't know. I can advise as far as like raw tech goes, but once it gets to spirit stuff, it's out of my wheelhouse.
I would leave this to you, little one. Margaret will just smile at you, you know?
She nods her head. Like, okay. Yep. How strong is that thing they're drinking, by the way?
It won't be enough to make a stamina roll yet. If you keep guzzling back on it, yeah, eventually. But it's giving you that kind of refreshing, like warm feeling in your stomach, essentially.
She's not guzzling. She's drinking politely. A, because you're sharing, so you don't take too much, and B, because she really does not want to make a bad impression on her first date. So modest drinking.
Oh, Neri's guzzling it back whenever she gets it. She hiccups at times. Margaret sips it lightly and Artemis sips lightly. But Neri, that girl has a drinking problem, you can tell.
That is so not Melanthi's spot to say anything in front of her. Nope. But it's delicious.
And yeah, Charlotte's sitting awkwardly there with all the furies. It's a slow turn and look at you.
There's like that point of like, okay, I answered the question, so I'm just, it starts the like ease or weight off in a direction. Like, am I gonna be allowed to just go? Am I gonna be told to stay?
Should I stay or should I go?
Pretty much.
Would your pack like to share a drink with us?
There will be an immediate fire across the pack, Link, just for fair warning. But just say, yeah, sure.
Kind of gestures like dibba.
Brad, who's still firing marbles into the forest because they're shiny and Raccoon will find them, just shoots across the pack and like, yeah, let's add our obvious issues and then mix them with alcohol. This will in no way end poorly.
It's called self-restraint, Brad.
You want to take back my orders?
No,
Then don't add me and them plus booze.
it's not a lot of booze. Just come take a goddamn cursory sip and be polite.
Gonna crack one in the jaw.
No, you're not.
Gonna fucking do it.
I won't fucking crack you in the jaw.
Crack both of you in the fucking jaw.
Everybody's gonna get hit in the fucking jaw today.
As Juno starts
Melanthi's just
walking
like sitting
over.
there, watching expectantly. Like she
Meanwhile,
knows that
similar
vacant-eyed
argument is
look.
Yeah, there's
Meanwhile,
the
similar
vacant look.
argument is going on in the Fury. Meanwhile, similar argument is going on in the Fury pack link.
Brad,
You stupid!
just-
I'm not sharing that shit with them. Why would you do that? Do you know how much time it took to make this?
I will beat up both of you. You know what I mean?
I will punch everyone.
Brad,
It's called
just
making
come over
peace.
and have a drink and then walk off. It's fine.
Fine. Raccoon's gonna have to settle for, hold on, 15 marbles today. They're really cheap. I get them in these huge fucking bags.
As
Come
Juno
on.
has left the porch, just stand over leaving David just to be awkward on his own.
The wrist rocket, though, that I kind of found that, like, I don't know how either.
I feel like you just wander bleary-eyed into thrift shops, but come on. Leave the wrist rocket on the porch.
He looks at David. You.
Nick.
Kid. Boy.
So I'm really sorry, but I mean, I'm really sorry.
You're randomly getting hailed with boy.
That was the best quote when you get to a boy.
I'm sorry, that was horrible. Hey,
Hilarious.
so Who
Welcome
addressed
back.
David?
This is Brad.
What did Brad ask?
He just said, "Hey, you."
David will look up. Yes, Brad.
Make sure nobody snatches this. I literally just found it, and he puts the wrist rocket down on the porch.
Okay.
Cool. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
He heads over there.
But
Doesn't
kinda
look like he wants to
leans
head over there.
Looks at the poor kid and it's just like, he needs a
He-
tincture for his nerves.
Yeah, he
Would,
needs something.
would you like to bring him over?
I am
The
not
gigantic
sure that would
Gorgon.
help with his nerves.
The gigantic Gorgon's maw will say.
I feel like pulling him into a large group will just make it more notable.
But I may make him something later.
What about the points at Dean? Standing there awkwardly being death glared by Maria. Like, you
Are the source of all my woes.
Yeah, he's just been standing there, just sipping at his flask, like, well, fuck me sideways. This didn't go well. Sips.
No! Oh, no. No, it's fine. I'm not going to yell. No, no, no.
That's what most people would say before yelling. Yep.
I am not going to yell.
I don't know who is playing a video, but it is loud. Oh, that's your background.
I'm not going to yell.
They seem busy.
I mean, yeah. Yell at me if it'll help. I ain't gonna stop you. Sips.
Oh, you're drinking.
It's only 4%.
Oh, it's the whole thing! He just grabs you by the shoulders, like starts shaking you quite violently.
And
You
there
want-
goes
you
Maria.
want- You want some?
Yes.
See? We can get along.
Yeah, we'll get along. Yeah, that's what you call it. Yeah, okay. Takes a long, direct swig. Meet me in a few days' time. I mean, tomorrow, whenever the fuck ever. I'll bring you to Markethorns and we'll all be happy bloody families. Now I have to babysit.
He'll just shrug. Oh, it's fine. I know where Viviore's room is now. I can avoid it. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be all right. Look, they're all in a big group together.
They're looking at us, you numbskull.
Like literally everyone is just staring at them.
Kuno's walked past them, and even she just kind of stops for a second, looks at them like, really?
Oh, rather than yelling at each other in the middle of the public housing.
Oh, whose fault was that?
I mean,
Whose?
I feel like that's a very subjective question.
Just lean forward. Whose?
Probably mine. Touche. Look. Look, fine. I'm a fuck up. I get it. I fucked up. It's fine. What's the worst that can happen?
That can happen?
Yeah, he'll be right. He'll be fine. Look, everyone's gonna have a nice powwow. We're in the middle of Sept. It's fine. Out of character, I realise how bad this is. It's beautiful.
yell. I'm not gonna yell.
Okay.
Leans
just
over
move
to
it.
Melanthe. You see the flutter that her nostrils are doing. She's about to yell, like quietly off over in the other group.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to make you yell.
Just meet me tomorrow, and we'll go with Mark of Thorns, and everything will be fine. Because I'm gonna fucking break your fucking. I mean, hey, no, we're fine. No, we're completely fine.
Is everyone always
See?
like this?
That's the spirit.
Maria's pretty fiery, and that whole thing that just went down, she's not happy.
So when you told me the first day that everyone was working together,
Oh, we do.
you
We're
were
just no. We definitely work together. Just in any community of people, there are certain amounts of necessary interaction for everyone to settle together, and Dean is a new factor that Maria doesn't
know
seem
what?
to appreciate.
Kind of pulls Dean in by the collar, like right face to face, uncomfortably face to face. You know what you're gonna do, Dean? You're gonna go over there to all those people, and you're gonna make nice, like really nice, like not. Oh, hello, I'm a Fianna and I'm nice. Like Child of Gaia, nice.
Well, I can.
I'm so much of a hippie. My dad's like fucking a flower. You know that type of nice.
Yeah, it's fine. Be like burrito guy. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
This will be
Except-
so much easier.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna give that famous Fianna passion, except you're gonna be the burrito man, okay? Think of a burrito and think how fucking nice it is. You fucking be that fucking nice. Because if you don't, I'm gonna beat you to death with a burrito, okay?
Can do. That'd be a pretty hard burrito. But
Now go on, go, be nice. I'm gonna go over to somewhere where I can yell that they're all not all gonna look at me, and for some reason Charlotte looks like she's fucking constipated again. Don't tell her I said that.
Did you
I
know
won't
that?
if you want.
I mean, there's aggressive whispering, so I don't fucking know.
I assume by
Can I-
now you've moved past them.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Are you seeing they're both yelling at each other?
Unless
super
Juno,
loud?
has been kind of standing there like the pillow of awkwardness that Maria completely has not noticed yet.
Nah,
Yeah.
she should have carried
feel
on.
like- Mhm.
Did Juno move on, or is she standing there just like
Oh, no, she moved on.
silent? And... Okay. She kind of pulls him in. Don't tell her I said that. I'll find you. I'll get you.
Point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Point noted. Especially if we have to spend so much time together, having you want to kill me wouldn't work out too well.
Find out, does the burrito guy do specials on Sundays? Don't ask me fucking why.
I'm not going to ask why.
No, don't. Good. Great.
I'm-
Wonderful.
Great. Maybe, maybe,
Throws up her hands up there dramatically.
maybe I'll even get you a burrito.
Oh, that
Because
would be
that's-
lovely. That would be lovely, Dean.
great.
Why don't you go and get me one right now then?
Well, I don't know if he has a burrito.
We'll go with he's the burrito guy. Go and find out. What you want from me?
Well,
I'm not spick and span. Go on.
Fine. Going now.
Good. Great. I'll see you later.
Yeah, with a burrito, because I'm that great. Yeah.
Yeah. Come over to my house. We'll have tea. She's walking.
Yeah, it'll be lovely.
It will be great. Don't worry about it. She's suddenly completely normal now as she's walking.
And when Dean finally does start moving that way, and Charlotte's like rubbing her face, she kind of glances up. Okay, maybe we should call David over. Otherwise, he's just going to be the only one standing on the porch, and he'll be even worse.
Yeah, David is just like, David actually, at this point, you all turn back to look at David. And, David has, picked up the wrist rocket, right? And he's like pulling back like one of the marbles that's left over, and it's just like picks it back up, just puts it on a table and like takes a seat next to it, like.
Nobody can resist that thing.
Oh, God.
But,
Yeah, we should probably call him over before he breaks somebody's window, though.
There'll be a glance around to see if the Furies want to be the ones to do it, because they're the one technically inviting everyone over.
So when the contingent of awkwardness arrive, especially the little Shadow Lord who's kind of bubbling over all awkward, like, hey.
What? He wasn't
Yeah,
called over yet. Everyone's just-
Still sitting alone.
Yeah, everyone
that was the
literally
point.
got David, like ghost, like peace, dude. Fuck
She
you.
kind
Fuck
of
you,
watches
for
as
1
the
second.
Fianna comes over,
you.
everyone comes
Fuck
over, and
you.
she kind of
Here's
looks.
a big middle finger for you, David.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Here's a big middle finger for you, Davey.
And then eventually, like, David will hear his boy.
Yes.
Come over here.
Oh. And David will, put the wrist rocket away in his jacket pocket because he was told to look out for it, and he's gonna go over to who called him over?
The big gigantic fur.
No!
So you all arrive over. David, she puts his arm around you, especially. I, as Alpha of the Pack knows the Wildfang, invite you all to share a drink with me in my pack. Since the smallest of you, she looks down at David, is here, and he was alone, he shall have the first drink.
Thank you, Alpha.
I'm not your Alpha.
Like I said, thank you, Raya.
Pets him on the head and takes the wine bottle off Neri. Drink. It's really spicy wine.
Maybe drink carefully.
Wait. What kind of spicy? Hot spicy or?
I'd say medium. Medium. It's got a definite kick to it.
Okay.
You mean like capsaicin heat?
Capsaicin heat. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly that, Mary.
Very well.
Thank you.
Well, pass it on.
Like tearing up because he's not used to spice or flavor. He just hands it in a general direction. The general direction of Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. She will relieve him of the bottle because he looks like he's suffering. And yeah, we'll play the game of takes a quick sip out of it. Like, not rudely so, but, takes a light sip out of it and then just passes it one to the left. Fuck it. We'll just go around. And just
All right, then.
shoot an appreciative little nod to the other ones.
Judo takes the bottle from Charlotte. looks at it. The existential dread seeps in what she's about to do. And she'll look at Gorgon's Maw. I apologize if I can't keep this down right.
There's an eyebrow raise from all three of the Furies, and like goes up at the same time. You know, like the rocks people eyebrow type thing.
Melanthe like grimaces, but it's that like, ooh yeah.
I mean no offense by it. It's take the swig.
Thankfully for Juno, it's only like stamina diff 5.
Thankfully.
Thankfully, going for the love of
Because
God.
Fauna's being nice today, apparently.
Well, because it would have been cleanse coming in.
Fauna's being nice today, apparently.
It's on the fucking sip, Tom.
I don't give a shit.
Barely. Oh my god.
See, why did you have to be nice? That could have been a brilliant fucking moment. But she sips on it. Even if with her condition, Juno is no light taker of the alcohol, so she takes it a fair amount, not a rude amount, but enough. She just stands there for a second as it goes down the esophagus, and you can even see the Charlotte and Brad definitely who see her regularly. To see her was like the teeth gritting, and she just slowly passes it on to the left. Grimacing slightly.
Why are you like this?
So Brad takes it and he drinks it and he passes it in the shortest possible series of motions. Truly, this man is an exquisite artist in the efficiencies of the human form. Doesn't even flare his elbow too much when he has to tip it upwards. It's just so many fucking right angles and short, choppy motions. He doesn't even twist his waist to pass it. He just kind of reaches it.
Dean will take it, seeing as he's the last one. He'll take it, and he'll take a sip of the wine, and he'll take it up for a second, and then he'll kind of put the the glass down, and he'll. Is it a glass or a chalice? I forget. Anyways, he'll like.
It's a bottle.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, even better. Yeah, he'll just take a swig. He'll swill it round in his mouth. With second, he'll finish it. This is a good vintage, right? Is that?
I'm assuming once David passes off, the Furies kind of nod and smile at you when you start complimenting it. And yeah, it passes back around the circlet, and then eventually, the Furies kind of just nod. They seem pleased.
Yay.
Much appreciated, Ryan.
It's good to show unity among all of us on Sept. She still has her arm around tiny little David.
Definitely a nerve tincture. Are you crying?
No, I'm tearing up. That was spicy.
Yeah, it was.
Sympathetic glance to Juno.
Artemio looked down. Is anyone training you, boy?
Yes. Miguel, Darkened Gallows Corvo.
True catcher. Is he training you in combat?
Uh, just the combat of sept politics, Raya.
Meet me tomorrow morning.
Okay, Raya.
Gives him
And
like
I
a
will
Mm.
try to find
Pat
you
on the
some
head.
valerian in the meanwhile.
Mm.
You you okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm alive.
He offers you the flask.
He'll take it. He'll take a swig. What is this? What is this you've given me? It's poisonous.
Oh my god. Here you go, David.
Alcohol.
He'll wash it.
Melanthi will... Go ahead.
Ugh.
Charlotte's just like, here you go, David. It's just lemonade. Offers the water bottle.
Thank you. What is this? It tastes like. No, I'm just kidding. No. It'll drink it.
Boy!
I feel like
Give
at that
me
point,
all
even
of it.
Charlotte would get mad.
Boy!
Thank you for the wine, Raya. It was different.
There will be more after training tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'll be more prepared for the taste.
Good. It's good that you better your body. Consider me your teacher for martial prowess. Run it by your teacher.
Yes, Raya.
Make sure that it's all done to the proper channels. Mention my name. He should have no problem.
Yes, Raya.
You
I
will
will.
meet with the one known as Zori. She will be your battle trainer as well.
Yes, Raya. Yes. Okay. I'm I am David Orphan, Shadow Lord, Ragabash Homid, Cleith. Thank you for your kind offer.
Ragabash smirked to herself. I am Gorgon's Maw. Arun Adrian Black Fury.
It's an honor to train with the best, Raya.
Just nod her head like that was the right answer you gave me.
David just like
Damn it.
Where are you staying, Shadow Lord?
I'm staying in town at the Hanged Man bar.
Swing by your teacher. Suggest that you be closer to where I can train you. Perhaps you can talk to Zori. Our family are known for helping house Guru.
Yes, Raya. Thank you. I will.
Nod. Just kind of look over the rest of the group if anyone's going to say anything to her.
It seems totally normal as far as Melanthe is concerned, so no?
Yeah, Brad, you're not going to say anything to her?
No. Yeah, it's specific orders. So, just back on
Okay.
his fucking porch, sitting in his rocking chair, staring.
That boy
Fucking-
didn't give me back my wrist rocket. You come here, you little shadow lord boy. Give me back my wrist rocket now, you hear? Come up on this porch. While I'm walking there.
I'm just done.
Oh
I
my god.
Suddenly,
All right.
somebody
So,
shows
but
up.
actually, though,
Gorgon's Maw watched Brad stomp off like the angry Ruru that he is. Kind of raising an eyebrow. Probably at Charlotte because it's the only one of the pack leadership that she's met properly.
Don't worry about him, Raya. He's
Was not. He merely looked agitated.
he's deep in thought.
I see.
It'll be fine, Raya.
I'm sure he will. She'll look right at Neri, and Neri's like, I'm not doing anything. Don't look at me. He's not said a single fucking thing. Type stare. Well, I should bid you all farewell. I must attend to some matters. I shall see you tomorrow, little Shadow Lord. Bright and early.
What time is sunrise?
5.
Yeah.
I'll
roughly.
show up at 5.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
If there is room for more than one trainee, I should probably also practice.
She'll smile. Of course, little one. You are more than welcome.
Thank you.
You get to meet some of my students.
I look forward to it.
Perhaps she can show you a favorite technique of hers as she's walking.
Yeah. Charlotte suddenly looks so haunted.
As she starts to walk, Gina will just pipe up real quick. Raya,
Turn her head. Like,
I have a word before you leave.
She kind of gestures with like their fingers, like. Bleh, bleh.
She just walk up to her, just kind of like the few steps. Just to kind of like let us walk for a little bit, please.
Oh, she just nods. Once she realizes, like, oh, it's in private, she's like, oh, okay. And she proceeds to nod and starts walking, essentially.
Yeah. As they're all going, Dino. It's just no. Thank you for your hospitality, Raya. Raya. I must say I enjoyed the wine, especially after our misunderstanding the other day.
The redhead woman looks at you. Have fun with Maria.
You nod. Yeah.
Charlotte like ducks her head, does
Yeah,
a little innocent
kids,
nose
but-
scratch.
He'll just shrug. Yeah. It'll be fine. I might not be around in one piece for a long time, but it'll be fine. Oh, shit! Excuse me. He'll just sigh. Forgot to ask Brad if it was burrito special on Sunday. Damn it.
I mean, he's right over right over there,
Oh.
glaring at all.
Why don't you go talk to Brad about burritos? It's like seriously right there.
Ah, shit.
Just rocking
Excuse me.
back and forth in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
Staring.
Thank you. I'll be back. Yeah, he'll walk towards the rocking chair. He won't like get right in your face or anything. You okay up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I won't waste too much of your time. Just do you a burrito special on a Sunday?
Brad doesn't even say anything.
Because
Stares at you.
yeah, that's fine. Because I'm gonna need a burrito pretty soon.
5 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day. You don't find me in one place, you're gonna find me in the other. These like out.
What?
He just smacked the button by accident. You can tell by the face he made.
Oh my god.
That was intense.
That's amazing.
Oh god. Oh. Just go to the
Well,
other
on that
conversation.
note,
Yeah, let's go to the other conversation.
As Dean accidentally falls into the Umbra in front of Brad.
again.
Fucking-
Bye, Brad.
Oh
So, yeah.
god.
As we transition over to that awkward stage, Juno and Gorgon's mom walk a good distance away. She seems to be heading towards the training grounds, essentially. She doesn't say anything for you. She kind of it's almost like she's waiting for you to speak, essentially.
And, they'll get a good distance away. Probably turn a corner, just walking. And she'll, as they are walking, I believe you called for me, Raya.
Yes. I talked to your beta. She mentioned some disturbing things that I assumed once I had heard and she had told you that we would need to discuss.
I thought as much, Raya.
It is the duty of the totem that I follow to stand as an arbiter between conflicts such as these.
I understand, Raya.
So if this is a mere formality that I have been told is handled, then I will not step on any boundaries. But I do this out of the need for my totem, but also the concern.
For the minute, Raya, I would just like to invite you over for some hospitality.
It looks over. I
feel
that's what
like-
you were doing already.
I feel like a further discussion would be beneficial for the both of us.
We're walking.
She looks
There is no
around.
reason why. There is no reason why we cannot walk to your pack house instead of where I am going right now. Is there not? I assume your rune does not want me there. After all, my Galliard did nearly kill him.
He learned his lesson, Raya.
I'm sure he did. That's why he
No.
looks like he's about to vibrate, as most of my auspice do when they told they're not to get what they want.
But no. My concern is not for my rune. It is for the, as spoken to earlier, There may be listeners around the back house. And out of respect for yourself, she just kind of nods, like, yeah.
I see. So you're inviting me over to dinner to the very pack house that you may think have maybe watched over.
Just like the slow internal sigh of, afterwards it's been cleaned. But after it has been checked both sides, Raya.
She'll nod her head slightly. Just proceed to turn one of the corners. She's not going towards the training grounds anymore.
She carries on walking with her.
Talk. Nobody's going to hear you where we're going.
And she, before even starts speaking, just turns the corner and pulls out a cigarette, puts it straight in her mouth and lights it. There is conflict. I feel it's more bad blood.
Bad blood.
At the minute, it is hard to explain.
Currently, your beta explained it quite well. The one you were attached to is quite a rabid dog.
Yes. It seems that when it happened, something snapped.
I see.
And the rumors that you've heard about myself and him are true.
I see. I take it that there was no action taken against this.
Nobody knew till recently.
To nod very slowly.
It's been covered up until something got out.
By whom?
I cannot say for concrete.
And you said nothing. True. Once there was any judgment in her voice, she's almost... Again, it's just a question.
No, Ryan. While experiencing in the situation, he's not the only one who snapped.
To nod once. Interesting. This is far more than I thought it would be, but I expected some level of this, so... But the attack on your beta...
This goes further than it looks.
I see. Don't you eventually stop as you know you're in this thick denizen of the forest? Like, it's fucking thick in here.
And she stops.
Good turn very calmly.
Just to see how she's holding it. She raises the cigarette up to her mouth again. She's fairly indifferent. Just the kind of blank look on her face as normally she does, but there is a slight, as the blood is pumped through her veins, like the slight tremble on her hand every half a second.
Are your people listening in?
No.
Stares at you blankly.
No. Right.
Neither are mine.
What did she say?
Neither are mine.
What do you wish to know, Raya?
Against the tree, kind of watching you, studying you the whole time.
She stood
You said,
there. Oh, sorry.
this goes deeper, you said. And I'm assuming Marcel's alpha is the one that it goes towards.
She just nods.
Nods slowly again. I see. Then, by my totem's decree, I must offer assistance. I'm particularly due to the case matter. I want to offer assistance. However, there are a few questions I have for you, not of the situation, for you.
She just nods.
Don't mistake me when I say this, for I say this not out of a position of spite or what you Fenrir like to call strength. You are an alpha of a pack, and this trauma has only recently resurfaced that you, and unknowingly, while the others covered it, you buried it. That is not your fault. But how are you leading a pack when you are still ripping yourself apart inside?
Because it is my duty, Raya.
Stands up very slowly off the tree, walks over, prods her with a finger. It's also an alpha's duty to admit when they're weak. Because it is not weakness to admit when one is hurt.
I'm bleeding on the inside, Raya. I will admit that. But I trust my pack as they trust me. We're a close team.
Do you trust yourself?
She pauses for a second. Yes.
Because I have heard stories, and again I say this with no judgment, but I've heard stories about your tendencies, or things you've seen, and again that is not your fault. The things we see often bring trauma, bring pain. But have you really sat them down and shared with all of them your pain together?
Not all of it. But I make a point of having them understand.
Leans in, then you're not their alpha if you don't. To be an alpha is to be open to all of them, for you're the example they look to.
I am open to all of them, Raya.
Are you?
I am.
You just told me you don't share all your pain with them.
I didn't tell you I don't. I told you I haven't yet, Raya.
There you go.
There is
Yet.
a difference.
Is there?
It's not that I'm not willing.
No. But you're afraid of being called weak, when it is not weakness.
Maybe once that was the case, Raya. Maybe once very recently that was the case.
Prove me wrong. It's all very well good to stand here and tell me, and I do sympathize. But you can tell the sun, moon, and stars of the things that you wish to do for yourself. It's a very different thing to cut the wound open and let it bleed out so everyone can feel it.
She just nods. May I ask you one thing, Raya?
Yes?
What would you advise in that situation?
When you cut the wound open,
She nods.
don't fear judgment. For if they are yours, they will never judge you. And don't fear the touch of someone trying to understand. Don't run away. For if you run away, it's just as bad. And the wound will infect again and again. Stand there before them, not as an alpha, not as a Fenrir. Pokes her chest. As what you are. Someone who is hurt. Someone who just needs to be held. Someone who just wishes to understand. That is strength, to admit that you need that, and to grow from it.
She just nods. Thank you, Raya.
Your cousin told me a lot about you.
She did, Raya?
Trained Lily from a very young age. And she talked about you and talked about your family and her pain. Don't forget to open. Don't be afraid of it opening.
I won't, Raya. Not anymore.
Then let it bleed. And she starts to walk past you. Puts a hand on your shoulder and squeezes it as she's walking. They're yours. They'll nurture you and hold you up even when you feel weak. She just keeps walking.
Yeah, Juno let her walk off and she'll start to turn and make her way back.
I'm gonna say artistically that by the time she does wander her way back over, yeah, Charlotte can only contain her curiosity for so long and is trying very hard not to annoy the shit out of Perfidy. Trying so hard. But it's so cool.
Perfectly bats you away a good few times. Like, I am busy.
But can I just see? Like,
No.
but who hooked you up with that?
For
I made it.
worth, for what it's worth, all David does is go to go talk to his good old buddy Corvo. Well, I suppose it's not buddy, but you understand.
Yeah,
Does
and
he-
eventually, oh yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna be like, but does he bring back the wrist rocket though?
He actually totally forgot the wrist rocket. It's still in his pocket, so yeah. But hey, at least I have a cool wrist rocket for a little while. Anyway, that's all David is doing. Has been doing for this past time.
Charlotte will eventually get swatted away for the last time. After asking like a handful of careful, obnoxious, but trying so hard not to be questions, and finally lets herself get chased off. Goes back over to sit and sulk with Brad. Just being like, do you see that shit? That is so fucking cool.
What?
Oh
See
my
what?
god. Oh my god.
What?
She's got the robot hand.
Look, man, there are things you're going to be into that I'm just not going to get.
I
And
mean,
this robot hand shit happens to be one of them.
sometimes you can't grow shit back. She's getting around it, and it's awesome.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it still counts. Just like, but it's got interchangeable parts. It's so.
A kid wandered off of my wrist rocket.
Yeah, I think he might have.
I mean, let's be fair here. I found the thing. And then later somebody else found the thing. But really, this is just karma.
I mean, that or he'll eventually just remember and bring it back. Lord knows he needs excuses to socialize, anyways.
Hey, look, he's about to have his life full of a new kind of yelling. I really am not going to add to that trauma pile.
You know what? I'm not even going to argue with you, but we'll see. We'll fucking see.
Speaking of trauma piles, Juno appears.
Hey.
Oh, long walk you took.
Yeah. A long walk.
You were trying to pull a Charlotte and apologize for my existence, were you?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Don't apologize for your existence.
Kind of surprised I didn't come kick my teeth in another go around.
Funnily enough, she understands.
And it's almost like people generally have better things to do than pick random fistfights.
Especially the she understands, just this constipated face if I don't have a better expression to make.
She's like looking over, like, look, and Harry didn't even look. Harry didn't even say shit.
But we need to have a talk.
What about?
Me.
You whore got blood again?
No. I can't.
Okay.
Is this the one you want me to call Felix?
One step at a time.
Okay.
Obviously, you both know the situation that I'm currently entangled with. Along with my sister being the way she is, Felix currently suffering with his demons.
Do you want to go inside or?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And she goes to pull out a cigarette, puts it in her mouth. She's about to light it. She stops for a second. Kind of spits it down on the ground, puts her lighter away. It's time I stopped hiding. Been bottling up for too long. Even when I thought I was letting it out.
With the lighter put away, Charlotte will, much as she did the other night, just kind of offers up a hand.
She just, like, holds up one finger.
She'll drop it.
I am broken. To a point. Is the best way to explain it. And with everything that has piled on recently, I can't hold up the facade anymore.
So what do you want to do?
I don't know. But it's time that I admit, not only to you guys, but to myself, that I am weak. In here. She just kind of taps the side of her head. And I will stand up for you too. To the end of this earth. I understand if you don't feel like the same. Because we are family. And now I mean that properly. And you should know everything.
Do you know, working through the aftermath of shit that was put on you doesn't make you weak. Broken I'll take. But you're not weak till you stop trying.
She looks at Brad.
And Brad looks at her.
And it's not the usual kind of blank death glare that she normally tends to just have the resting bitch face. It's actually more of a pained expression. Like the eyes are slightly glazed at somewhat she's holding, but it's this is no, like she said, there's no mask there anymore. It is just hurting.
Don't cry on the porch.
Fires
I
a
mean
glance
it.
aside.
Don't cry on the porch. Up there, that's Gorgon's Maw. Dead ahead of us, that's another pack. Down that way, that's another pack. I know how things look, but there are 3 of us. As much as you want to buddy up to those people because you don't like Carves and his gang, they are not our fucking friends. It will take the wind blowing one direction before they turn on us. Do not cry on this porch. Not in front of any of them.
Brad, what the fuck?
I'm being dead fucking serious with you people. I'm getting to like you. I
I'm
kind of
glad-
want to live another day.
I'm glad you understand.
Damn straight I do.
I'm not going to cry, Brad.
Then we're cool. I appreciate your honesty. I'm here. And we're cool. But this stays in the pack.
This is our business. That is all.
Yeah. He burps. Pink lemonade burp. The fucking worst kind of burp. I don't have anything constructive to say, man. I fucking tear things apart for a living.
Just one step at a time. That's all this is.
We're all on the same page, Juno.
She just smiles a little bit. Now I need a shower. Because I did throw up before I got to the cabin.
Oh.
I tried the pumpkin spice.
Oh. Juno.
Whoops.
Oh, God.
That is the weirdest coloring I've ever seen.
It's just kind of a Brownie orange color? It's not that weird.
As she's walking through the door, it's like, not when it comes back up, it's not.
It's a
Ooh.
fall special.
It's fucking delicious bread.
Like, oh my god, can you put extra light whipped cream on top of it?
Who wants extra light whipped cream? Is not a thing you make light, sir.
I've been in a fucking Starbucks. I know the orders.
Those people were probably of the worm. Who the fuck wants light whipped cream?
Girl's named Becky.
Becky's gotta go, man.
And he goes back to rocking on his chair, staring out majestically. Yeah.
And I imagine with that, Charlotte will hop up, give them both a heads up. I'll probably trot off to one of the millions of people she's constantly trying to stay in contact with. Would anyone else like to add any final notes? Any shenanigans?
Is it possible for David to find his name? I know it's Darkened Gallows.
Yeah, Dark and Gallows, Truth Catcher. That's a very good question.
I will assume that will happen off screen.
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
all the good stuff's
So,
on screen now.
the Minister of Funny Walks appears. His legs move like they are not connected to his body, yet they are. His torso on a gyroscope, never moving, only floating.
Of course. Damn it, Tom. Why are you not in, like, some comedy show? All right. So, David manages eventually to locate Miguel. I assume there is a specific part of the sept where you can normally find him, yes?
He's sitting there close to what the Alpha's cabin would be. He was just actually sitting there sitting on a bench, reading a book. In fact, he's just got off the phone. He seems to be having such a pleasant smile on his face. It's fucking eerie to see that man smile. Because the second he sees you, the phone clicks shut and it's just that expression that you're dealing with right now.
Well, as soon as I get that expression, it's back to normal. So David will, keep approaching. Hi, Raya.
Stands up, fixes the button in his jacket.
By the way, Torna, I know this guy. What is his preferred way of showing respect? A bow, show throat? What is his preferred method?
One knee and show him throat.
In that case, even before the man stands up, as he gets to within greeting distance, it's one knee, show throat.
You walk over. Exactly. Opens up your jacket. Sees the wrist rocket and takes it out and just holds it up in front of you with this. You swear it like a fraction of an eyebrow raise.
Brad. Oh gosh, what's his last name?
The one who brings the food to everyone.
Yeah, Burrito Man, Child of Gaia, Wicker, Brad Wicker.
I know who he is.
That he asked me to keep that safe for him.
It means
He
he's
was-
trusting you with things he likes.
Or at least giving me the chance, yes.
Tucks the wrist rocket very neatly back in your pocket. So neatly.
Raya,
Good.
yes. Hopefully I can get closer to them. They seem like nice people, but I mean, they have to be hiding something. They seem so interesting.
Hiding something.
Yeah. Yes. Nothing sinister, just.
They are hiding there.
Look around very casually.
They are hiding their intention with members of this sept. The Child of Gaia is hiding his intention to push his agenda to secure his tribe's position. The Glasswalker is a social climber, and the Getter Fenris wishes to cope. The Glasswalker is on our payroll. Keep her ignorant. Keep her thinking that she is in control.
I will.
Join their pack. Be a dutiful Ragabash.
I will.
And tell me everything they do. Do not spare details.
In that case, I will.
Do this, and I will give you what you seek. And your secret will not be revealed.
Thank you.
Fail me.
And have you risen at all?
No.
Beautiful. I will kill your mother. I will kill your father. And then I will let you live and look into their eyes before I bury them, so you will know the mistake. And then
Yes.
once your father is buried in the earth, the entire sept will know what you are.
Yes, Raya. I understand the price of failure.
Good. I will not do this for no small hiccup. But should you betray me, I know where she is. And I know the secret you keep.
I know, Raya. There's a very terrifying woman, Gorgon's Ma. She, I'm sure you already know, she's asked to train me in combat.
And you will accept.
I will. I don't think I have much of an option if she
And you
insists.
will be every bit the sniveling wreck that she expects. And you will learn. And you will grow. And you will question. And eventually she will become fond of you. And then you will tell me what she does.
Yes, Raya. I will.
Your role is most important in this nation. For no one truly ever expects the innocent Ragabash just asking a question.
Indeed, Raya. Please, Raya, what do you know about Zuri?
You swear you see a tiny smirk on his face. Second.
Windrunner is from Chicago. She understands our ways. Her pack has suffered a loss in leadership. She has worked with us before in some of our more black bag missions.
And is she on our level now?
On our level.
Sorry, Raya. It means, I guess it would mean on our side.
She understands who we are. And she makes no objection. She is a soldier. You do not ask a soldier where her side is when she already knows what she's killing. Do you?
No, Raya.
Then that is what you need to know about Windrunner.
I only ask about her because I was told by Raya Gorgon's ma that I should inquire about a place to stay and that she could set me up. Is there some kind of price, or is this free to members of the nation?
It is free. You lean forward. Make sure she invites you over for dinner. That way you can tell me where her family is.
Yes, Raya, I will.
Our tribe does not take students. But I have taken you. Sniveling and crying when I found you. And now look at you. Think of what Grandfather Thunder thinks of you now.
I must be worthwhile, I would suppose, Raya.
You lean in. For now. Prove me right in my judgment, and you will rise. And eventually you will become an alpha. Isn't that what you want?
Of course, Raya.
He pats you on the shoulder almost as if that, I know. I know exactly what you want. Now go. Return his trinket. And by the end of the week, or two, be in his pack.
I will, Raya. Or else I know the price of failure.
Your mother sends her love.
You've spoken with her?
Of course. After all, I am your care worker.
Uh, 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 uh,
Now leave.
yes, Raya. And David will scooch back 3, like, before he rises oh so respectfully.
You seem nervous. Explain yourself.
I I didn't expect to ever hear from her again, is all, Raya.
I told you I reward those who serve me, especially of our tribe.
I-
Wouldn't you like to see her loving embrace again?
Yes, Raya. I'm sure you've been doing this, Torna, but if you would like to P&D that.
Oh, you want to ask this guy to roll P&E?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Oh boy. You have to fucking bust out this dice pool.
Mm.
The Philodox? Oh, Nelly.
It's almost like this is literally his job. Literally
Are you ready, Nick?
his job.
Yeah. Boy.
It's 2.
All right. Just 2? Okay.
And he's going to roll something else because you prompted him.
Okay.
Oh, there's this dice pool again. Feel free to roll Primal Urge if you like.
Huh?
Feel free to roll Primal Urge. What's your manip sub?
David has a manipulation subterfuge of 5.
Hmm. 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 So, yo, continue what you're saying.
What?
Continue what you're speaking. Go ahead. Go. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I don't have to roll or anything.
Oh no, you just go right ahead.
Okay. So no, all David says is yes, Raya. But there is such hatred and violence behind every ounce of yes, Raya, not directed at him, but directed at the subject of this part of their conversation.
Do you hate your mother?
Yes, Raya.
Is that a lie?
That is truth. That is 100% truth.
And if I gave her to you, you would kill her.
I don't know, Raya.
That an honest answer there, buddy?
Huh?
That an honest answer there, buddy?
He is being he is being completely truthful right now. He's unsure if he would kill her or not. I mean, it's like,
Okay. Now this is where it's about to get fun. True Catcher then, very calmly, fixes his tie and begins to walk towards you. So when I said that I would kill your mother if you failed me, that is why you did not flinch.
correct, Raya.
Good. Then the terms have changed. For you are smart enough to not show emotion when threatened with something. Fail me, and I'll let your mother live a long and happy life. And you'll get to watch her day by day by day, living, breathing, knowing that you cannot reach her, and knowing she is there for you. Knowing that a sweet mother is waiting.
Takes the rage.
Does that hurt you?
Yes, Raya.
He backhands you. Like, no damage, but that's a bitch slap. Can't take another rage, buddy.
Okay.
That is for showing emotion. The slap was the reminder.
I understand, Raya.
Now thank me for teaching you so willingly.
Thank you, Raya, for your lessons. I know they normally come with a heavy price.
You will be a good Shadow Lord. You'll turn and start walking. Away with his weird, funny walk.
And fuck you, Tom. Suck your own dick. As David turns away, he starts walking and puts his hand to his mouth and bites. Bites until blood is drawn. Bites longer than he has to. And as he's walking away, and he takes that mangled hand out of his mouth, he lets the pain clear his mind. Clear his mind. And that's all David has in him as he plots to as he plots.
I think we'll end the scene.